Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Uh, Pardon me, we'll start again. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go. Show. There you go. I was just, Miss Christie's here. Say hi, everybody.
I was just thinking, you know how you say, I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show? You're having a little bit of a hard moment before this, so I was impressed that you did find the silly and bring it out.
Yeah, I wasn't going to talk about, I just sort of, whatever happens, I just have to take a breath and breathe it out and then just be silly for a little bit. That's all.
Yeah. I'm impressed.
Well, thank you. Hey,
Annette,
how are you?
Really appreciates your silliness.
Oh, I think I like being silly too. Just had a serious meeting before this with some people and some things that were flopping around, and there was a little bit of angst going through. I guess that's the right word, hey?
Yeah.
And then I put on my sleeping cap and get ready to read to my buddies and my kid buddies and my adult buddies, and that's a completely different Tazzy. That's the way it is. Same as if I'm having an anxiety attack, or if I'm having some sad moments, or if I'm having some angry moments and I'm not being very kind to myself, or somebody hasn't been very kind to me, then when I step on stage, I still have to be funny, Tazzy, right? I can't just go up and go, I don't feel like being funny tonight, right? But
you're paid to do that. You're not paid to do this.
No, they don't pay me to be funny. They pay me to be away from my family, and they pay me to travel, and they pay me to do that, really, right? I mean, that's the way I look at that, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Besides, I like being funny. And then whoever's rude to me, I tell stories about them on stage. So that's the way that works. I consider it writing material when somebody's rude to me, you know. But
thankfully, none of these folks here.
No. It's just, and it's not even. Did I get a puppy yet? I didn't yet.
No.
Not yet. Nope. Miss Chrissy, did you get me a puppy for my birthday?
No.
Oh, okay. Because it'd be pretty early. Because my birthday's not till August.
I'm still not.
Don't worry. You have an hour. You have an hour less to do it this week, because on Saturday it changes.
No.
Yes, an hour. Ha ha ha.
Hate daylight savings time.
It's. I think it's kind of a. I don't know. To me, it's kind of a big waste of just. I'm from Saskatchewan, where we didn't care. It was just like, it's the same time all year round. Not same time all year round, but you know what I mean. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's it. Anyways, let's see what's going on. They don't care about.
Justin.
Justin said he was feeling a little bit congested.
Yeah.
So I'm just
acknowledge.
Yeah. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. And I hope Mom and Dad are feeling better. Well, COVID's very scary, but I mean it's I don't have any words really to except for I love you, and I hope that and everybody on here hopes everybody on here hopes that you guys make a quick recovery as well, buddy. And I'm looking forward to playing bingo with you on Saturday over the phone, of course. And and I love the fact that out of everybody in this entire world, Justin, you've seen more of these than anybody else. Every time, some days when it was just two people, it was when it was just two people, it was just you and I. Sometimes reading the books, right? And then afterwards, a bunch of people would tune in. So that's it. Pardon me. I have anger caught in my throat. And Liam. I think Liam's there too. I think that's what's going on. I felt a presence. It's Andrew and Liam. But yeah, no. So I wish I had more words, and I wish my words and my love for you and my silliness could take COVID away. But I know it can't. But I think that my silliness and my love can make it a little bit easier. That's all I can think. So.
Laughter can be healing.
Yeah, laughter can be healing. Yes, but if that was true, then I would have I just put myself in the eye.
At the very least, it makes you feel better for a moment.
No, that's right. My job as a jester, either reading books or singing my songs or being silly. One of the things that is important is that my job really is to take you away from your life for however long I'm being silly for. So let's do a half an hour. How's that?
You're full
That's
of
very
snappy,
80.
pointy fingers today.
That's very 80s. Eh? Hey, what do you think? Liam's here. Just to let you know, Liam sent me a book that he wrote. So if you've got a book that you wrote, send it to me. Especially if you're Dr. Zeus, or if you're Robert Munch, or Mo Willems. So there you go.
Do you get to keep that copy, or
no? I'm gonna give that one back. I think that
original.
might be the original.
Yeah.
So if you need it back, Liam, just let me know, and it'll be on eBay. So let's read a silly book, and then let's read a silly book. I just picked a book. I didn't have time to. Am I a court gesture or jester? Well, I don't know. Groan. That was Barb. I got to groan at Barb. Fly guy meets fly girl. Fly guy meets fly girl. Fly guy meets fly girl. Mo, how are you, buddy? Mo is from Phase 2. We were just I was wondering where you were, because we just had a Rotary meeting. Here we go. I've got a lot of this going on today.
You do.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Shooter McGee. So there we go. This is me being silly. I like being, because sometimes when I'm going, when I have one of these, oh come on, moments, right? And the silliness balances out. Right?
It helps for sure.
It does balance out. Yeah. Unless Miss Christie's trying to give me heck. Sometimes Miss Christie could swear with her eyes. Did you know that? She does this sometimes. She, like that. Like that. That was it. Because sometimes when I'm being silly, when it's supposed to be serious, and it gets so serious, I'm like, she's like, I'm trying to help. And then inside, I know, in my brain, I'm thinking inside she's trying to hold in laughter, but it's not. Sometimes it's just like, and when she gets this mark right here, that's when we're like, that's the line. It's okay. So this don't. Oh, that went up my nose. Did you see that?
I did.
That totally went up my nose. I was trying to be silly, and now I'm gonna have nose things. There we go.
Booger ears.
Booger ears. Booger ears. Fly guy meets fly girl. Did we say that already? We did. Ted Arnold. There we go. Mr. Ted Arnold wrote this book. Yes, please get better soon, Candy family. That's if you want to send some well wishes on here. Leslie, Mama Leslie reads this as well. So yeah, Justin, you're very well loved. Here we go. Yeah. What book? What year is this book? 2010, and it's a Scholastic. So Scholastic, thank you for letting me read this book. I got in trouble. Did I tell you I got in trouble? Because with Liam. Well, because I always say when you say no. So Liam had asked for something. I can't remember what it was. Liam asked for something. His mom said, no, you can't have that. And he turned, I guess, to his dad and said, she said maybe. So I hate the word booger. I didn't say that out loud. I was just reading what it said there.
Doesn't that make you want to say it over and over and over again?
No. A booger and his pet booger. It was named Booger Booger. No. A puppy and his pet pup. No. Okay, focus. A boy had a pet fly. He named him Fly Guy. The fly could say the boy's name. Buzz. I hope all the books start like this, because if not, we've read this book before. Not impressed. Yeah, Joanne, I'm so sorry, and it's not my fault. Chapter 1. One day, Buzz and Fly Guy were bored, and Fly Guy said, Funzy. Am I showing the right page up? Funzy. Yeah, said Buzz. Let's do something fun. Buzz and Fly Guy went for a walk. They played chase, and they cooled off in the fountain. Look at they played chase, and then they cooled off in the fountain. He's like, Glooms. He did a cannon booger. Oh, no. A girl was running, and a fly was chasing her.
La 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 la.
Don't worry, said Buzz. Flies aren't pests. They're pets. I know, said the girl. This is my pet. Her name is Fly Girl. Oh. Chapter 2. These are short chapters. Buzz said, this is Fly Guy. He can do tricks. I don't know why this needed to be a new chapter. They're just still talking. Meanwhile, Fly Girl can do tricks too, said the girl. She drew a picture of her in the air. That's a pretty awesome trick.
That's like an Etch-a-Sketch kind of.
It's like an Etch-a-Sketch. Nope, still there.
Nope.
Fly Guy eats gross stuff, said Buzz. I feel like I have to apologize to Johanna again. Sorry. Fly Girl eats grosser stuff, said the girl. Ugh, squished worm. Fly Guy can say my name, said Buzz. Buzz. That's like they're bragging about each other's pets right now. Fly Girl can say my name too. Do you want to play on the swing, said Buzz. Sure, said Liz. Chapter 3. Fly Guy and Fly Girl sat side by side. These chapters don't make any sense to me. Why would they have to be? It's just being silly. Fly Guy said, that's fly talk for you're nice. Next time you and I are having some moments like when I ask for a puppy too much or I buy another truck, I'd be like, you're like, and I'll go, Fly, you probably don't use that voice really, but that's what I hear sometimes.
Yeah, and you still don't listen to what I'm actually saying, so.
Did you guys hear something? Fly Girl said, that's Fly Girl for your fly talk for you're nice too. That's gonna be funny. I'm just gonna be.
I'll get a fly swatter, don't worry.
Fly swatter. Fly Guy and Fly Girl talked and talked. Was it? Which means hello. Oh, they're thinking about getting kisses. Oh, they're thinking about marriage. Bum bum bum. You're getting pretty serious.
Oh, they made some babies.
Yeah, they had some babies in the little dog food jar home. Then Fly Guy said, "Bah." And Fly Girl said, "Flair." Fly Guy and Fly Girl both said, "What's up?" Which fly talk for, let's be friends. What's up? See you soon, Buzz and Liz, said Buzz and Liz. Oh, they're going to be friends too. Fuzzy! Yes, said Buzz. That was fun.
That was quite the sacrifice they made.
That's it.
They were in love.
Yep.
But they loved their humans more.
That's it. They love their humans more. Let's read another book, shall we? That's it.
I don't think it's going to be another fly book, is it?
Oh, I got another fly book right here. But I'm not going to read it because 2 fly books in a way. Miss Christie, can I have a puppy?
No.
She said no, Liam. I think I just want to read that. I think an apology to Liam's sister. He used the same line maybe when he has to stay longer at the park, and she said no. Okay, so Liam, you and I have to have a little talk, buddy. When I do things for funny stuff, and it's not always true, so sometimes you can't. If somebody says no, you have to say okay. You can't say maybe, even though I'll probably keep saying maybe because it makes people laugh. But there you go.
What would you say
Spaghetti.
that it's okay to say it as a joke, but
Well, you can say it as yeah, exactly. If mom says no, and you say she said maybe, and as a joke to get a laugh, that might be okay. But you actually have to listen to mom, and you have to listen to your sister. That's sort of the way it is, right? Because I keep saying she said maybe, and I still don't have a puppy, right? I just there's a line where I probably said that was a joke, but hopefully, yeah. So that's as far as I can go with that. I don't know what else to say, to be honest with you. Just Liam. Did it get any kind of a laugh? I'm just wondering if it got any kind of a laugh, even though it's... Hey, let's read a book, because I don't know what else to say. Spaghetti on a hot dog bun. There you go. Spaghetti and a hot dog bun, having the courage to go... the courage to be who you are. There you go. It's written by Maria Dismondy, and it's illustrated by Kim Shaw. Well, this is a longer book. Here we go. The delicious smell of breakfast filled the air as Lucy's grandpa handed her a plate. Lucy smeared ketchup on her toast. She turned to her grandpa and said, "Grandpa Gino, Harriet said she never heard of ketchup on toast. Her family uses butter and jelly." Oh. It's okay. Not everybody does the same thing, Lucy. It doesn't mean one person is right or wrong. We're all different. But in a boring world, what kind of a boring world would it be if we're all exactly alike? You remember that's what's really important, Grandpa Gino said. You're getting a puppy this week.
No.
Well, Joanna said you're getting a puppy this week.
No,
and
that's punishing me, not Taz.
Yes, Papa. If we are all different from others on the outside, we have a heart and feelings on the inside. I like where this is going.
I do not.
She said maybe. That's my girl. Remember, when you treat others with love and kindness, you're doing the right thing, said Grandpa Gino. On the school bus, Lucy and her friend Harriet pulled out some paper and crayons. Sitting across them was Ralph. As usual, Ralph sat alone, staring out the window. He looked at them and rolled his eyes. You do that to me sometimes. You roll your eyes, you're like, ah. They're like just now. In the classroom, Lucy sat down near the teacher. Ralph carelessly hurried over and tripped on Lucy's foot. Before long, he was just glaring at her. Ralph whispered, "Woof! I can't see the book with a poodle in front of me." Lucy could hear him giggling behind her. Oh no, why did it have to be me? Oh, see, he's making fun of her hair because she's got... Do you see that? Called her poodle hair, basically.
That's not very nice.
Nope. No, not very nice at all. During lunch, Harriet shouted one of her silly jokes over the other children's voices. As the girl ate, their bellies shook with laughter. I like making people laugh so hard that they can't even...
You like hearing snorting.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when people are like... My favorite is the silent one.
Or when people laugh so hard they cry.
They get tears. Oh, I love seeing this in the audience when I'm doing that. Across the table, Ralph hollered, "Yuck! What's that disgusting smell? Whoever heard of eating spaghetti on a hot dog bun?" That's kind of mean.
That is a little bit mean, yes.
I like all kinds of weird foods.
Yeah, you got to try it before you...
Yeah, exactly.
And even if you don't like it after you try it, doesn't mean that somebody else shouldn't like it.
I don't like olives. Kyler doesn't like tomatoes. And you don't like me thinking about having a puppy. So it's all different things. Tony and the other children at the table turned away from Ralph, shaking their heads. Ralph continued, "Poor little Lucy and her hair is so poofy." Tears filled Lucy's eyes, and she began to cry.
That's too far. Definitely too far.
Yeah.
The apology should have come before that.
Yeah. On the way home, Lucy thought about what had happened. Maybe Ralph is mean to me because he thinks being different is bad. I wish he'd stop teasing me. You see, that's the thing, too. A lot of times when we're getting teased, I used to think that it was me, there was something wrong with me, right? And then it's not a flaw in your character. It's a flaw in theirs, really, to be honest with you, right? When somebody's teasing you, it's their insecurity, not yours. Slowly, Lucy stepped off the bus. "How was your day?" said Papa Gino asked. "Fine," Lucy mumbled. Papa reached over and pulled a crayon out of her hair. "Hey, how did this happen?" he asked. And Lucy didn't say a word.
That's when you know your kid is upset.
Yeah. That night, as Papa Gino tucked Lucy into bed, he asked, "Is everything all right at school?" Lucy rolled over. He sat down and whispered, "Always remember, if something's not right, we can work on fixing it together." It's not that easy, thought Lucy. How do I stop Ralph from teasing me? How can he have a heart and still be so mean? Lucy had a hard time falling asleep, worrying about what was going to happen tomorrow. The following day, Lucy was surprised. Sometimes my I have dyslexia. We've discussed this before. So sometimes when I race ahead to see what words I need to do, sometimes they get mixed up a little bit. So let's try that again. The following day, Lucy was surprised to find Ralph leaving her alone until Lucy took the bag Ralph handed her. Inside there were dog bones and with a note that read, "Lucy, Lucy, eats stinky food and puts us in a big, big bad mood. Lucy, Lucy, hair shaped like a cone. Here's a treat for you, a yummy dog bone." The beating of Lucy's heart was so loud. She knew everyone around her could hear it. "Stop. It hurts my feelings when you do this, Ralph," Lucy said. "Please stop." And Ralph turned and walked away.
Can you imagine if he had put that much effort into being nice instead?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It seems to be easier to be nice, right? It was recess time, and Lucy played alone. She didn't want to tell her teacher about Ralph. She was afraid of being called a tattletale. Well, here's the first thing I know about tattletales. Anybody that calls you a tattletale is usually the one that's going to be in trouble. Huh? Lucy wished Grandpa Gino was there to help. What should I do? She asked herself over and over, and the bell rang, and recess ended. "Help!" cried a child off in the distance. Tony yelled, Ralph got himself stuck at the top of the monkey bars. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen." Uh-oh. "This is my chance. I'll go tell Ralph how mean he really is. M-E-A-N, mean." Lucy stomped off towards the monkey bars. Oh, she looks a little angry.
I think she has every right to be a little bit angry.
When she reached Ralph, Lucy paused. She looked him in the eyes and said, "What you did was mean." Standing before Ralph, Lucy could hear her papa's words. Ralph did have a heart with feelings. At that moment, Lucy decided what she should do. She saw there we go again. She saw tears in Ralph's eyes. He hesitated a move and whispered, I'm scared. Lucy reached out and said, "Here, take my hand," and she helped him down.
It was kind of her.
Yeah, it was. Very much so. The two walked back to classroom without saying a word. Oh, Ralph looks a little embarrassed. As the bus pulled up to Lucy's stop, Ralph reached over and handed her a picture. Lucy was amazed by what she saw. Thanks, she muttered softly. After she got off the bus, Lucy smiled and said, "Papa, there's this boy Ralph who was really mean to me. Today he was in trouble, and I helped him."
Feels good to help people, hey?
Papa Gino hugged Lucy and replied, "That took a lot of courage. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. You chose to treat others the way you want to be treated. I'm so proud of you, Lucy." As they walked home, she asked him what was for dinner, and Papa Gino said, "Spaghetti." Lucy knew immediately what she would have for lunch the next day. Her favorite sandwich, spaghetti on a hot dog bun. You know what I would have wrote there? And I think I'll make one for Ralph too. What a nice book, right? See, what Papa Gino said there was very important. You chose. I'll get the words right. It takes a lot of courage. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. You chose to treat others the way you want to be treated. You see, sometimes we react by treating those people the way they're treating us, and that's hard. We've talked about this many times on the show here. And with my heart, I know this is true, and it's hard to do. It's very easy to be kind to people that are being kind to you, but often it's a big challenge to be kind to people that are not being kind to you. So there's a very famous comedian, and her name is Sarah, and Sarah got a very rude email, a very, very rude email about her act and who she was and stuff. And she could have reacted with just the same mean words, but instead she looked this person up and found out that he was struggling, and the things that he wrote, he was struggling. So she reached out and said, "Are you okay? And how can I help?" And now they're friends, right? And so that was very important. It was very important that Sarah could have reached out and right back, but that doesn't solve anything, does it? Even tonight, when there was a bit of a row, not a row, but just like a bit of some and I felt because I felt a little bit picked on, and a little bit well, not picked on's not the right word, but I felt kind of responsible for something that wasn't my fault. So I just said, "Oh well, let's see what we can do," right? That's all. And that was a really lovely book. It really was a really good book. I will lend it to you, Barb, so that you can read it to Yaz. And that means my buddy Yaz. Yaz is here. So, what did we learn from that book? Well, be yourself. Really be yourself. And if other people can't handle who you are, then they don't need to be in your what I call your small circle, right? So there's a big circle and a bigger circle, and then there's a small circle. The gigantic circle is the world, right? And then there's a bigger circle, which has all the people in your life that's there. And then your small circle are the people that mean the most to you and that support you the most. And your tiniest circle is the people that will love you unconditionally. And don't worry about what's in the big circle. It's who you allow into your small circle. That's what I think is important. And my small circle is people, like Miss Christie and Wee Beast. And I have a lot of friends that support me in what I do, but I have some people that aren't very supportive, and I still am friends with them. I just know that if they say things to me that they think, you can't do that. Well, there's a difference. So if somebody says you shouldn't do that, then you think, well, maybe why shouldn't I do that? And you do it. But if somebody says you can't do that, that means that they might not have faith in you, right? Unless it's mom and dad, and then they say you can't do that, then you shouldn't. And you shouldn't say, she said maybe, because then I get in trouble. That's the way that works. So
I'll make them stand in the corner after tonight. Yeah.
I don't fit in the corner
for 10 minutes.
I can't fit in the corner because my belly's too big. But it's getting smaller. I'm losing weight, and I'm pretty happy about when I'm working out. Anyways, so more of those. Please take the time to be kind to those around you. Be very picky who you allow in your small circle, and make sure you take time to tell the people around you how much you love and appreciate them, because you know what, sometimes we take that for advantage. So in a world where you choose to be anything you want, you can choose to be whatever you want, please always choose to be kind. I'm going to sing my song, and then I am going to go and make some calls and see if we can rectify this little bit of a situation. How's that? So there you go. That's it. So good night, Mr. Justin. I hope you're feeling better. Please give your mom and dad a hug for me, please. Yaz, I'm looking forward to seeing you. Miss Christie got to see you the other day, but I did not get to see you. And Barb and Albert as well. Liam, please don't get me any more trouble. Please don't do that. Joanna, please don't let Liam get me in any more trouble. And Andrew, I know that you're laughing at this whole situation because I'm the one that got in trouble. That's the way that works. There you go. Good night, everybody. Lots of love to you. And I'm going to sing my song because that's what I meant to do, and then I got distracted by my own words. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery. Tell you what? Almost said, would you be? I got mixed up there for a second because I had another thought in my head. I need to tell you this before I forget. I will not be reading Friday. Maybe I will be. I'll find out because I need to know what. I have to find out what time I'm doing a show on Friday. It might be 5 that I can read. Anyway, I'll tell you tomorrow. That's it. It doesn't matter. Okay? Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. May your dreams be so silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Lots of love from Miss Christie and I. Miss Christie, can I have a puppy?
No.
She said no. I heard maybe, but she still said no.